I think for me it's a period of unprecedented change, and what we're going to see is an incredible number of product approvals and launches. And that will bring with it uncertainty, that will bring with it this much capacity, half that capacity, 5 times that capacity. Where do we find the head count? It's going to bring some negative surprises as well, since that's the way pipelines work. If you look at a follow-on to that first question, it's actually, and this is going to be a surprising answer, it's structuring our programs going forward for success. I think one of the things that's going to drive success or failure is a really critical structure of clinical trials. Those drive successful outcomes, and failure to do that drive negative outcomes. A second will be preparing for these various approvals and launches as they come. And we don't all have the resources for it. So I think some things that our companies aren't yet doing as well as they could is prioritization. There's only so much capital to go around. There are only so many clinical trials you can fund. Picking the winners out of that, picking the must-haves out of that is something that we have to get right. A couple of answers for that. One is, and this is what I tell especially my technical staffs where hiring can be difficult, is if you know that growth curve is real, you cannot overhire. We can overhire for the next year or 18 months. Financially, this is not a major impact. Not having those people 18 months or 2 years from now, and now you're in the middle of a launch, is too late. So I push to overhire. We can sort that out with these growth curves as we go forward in a couple of years. I think the key message that we're trying to drive home with this is planning is crucial to success. This is a period of time where, unlike 10 years ago, if you got the planning wrong and you suddenly needed to go outside for capacity, you can find it. In the next 5 to 6 years, especially if you have larger demands, you may well not be able to find it. So all of the work that went into a drug development, drug clinical trial approval, FDA fast track, FDA breakthrough therapy, if I can't make the drug, that work is for naught, and we'd better get that equation right. This is my, I think, 6th year that I've been here. I think I've only missed one in that period of time, and I think there is a consistent message. One, when I get here, I'm dealing with my peers. This is the leadership of the industry. And a second thing that's always surprised me, and perhaps it's just really organized well, maybe it's because we're at these functions in our companies, we all arrive even without changing notes, trading notes, we all arrive with the same driving issues, which makes being with the audience even more powerful. Perhaps it's that last point I just mentioned. It's a rifle shot focus on the current needs of the industry. It isn't 3/4 of the agenda is in spaces, for example, for me that I don't have a personal direct interest in. You almost can't attend enough events when you come here. It's that much of a focus on what's our concerns of today. Let us collectively figure out how to take what we hear and learn here and go implement it in our businesses. It's one thing to hear all this, it's can we learn from it and go implement it. I wouldn't want to come back next year and find out as an industry that the very same problems we talked about, not challenges, a better word, very same challenges we've talked about today are the same a year from now. I'm hoping we're working on the next generations of challenge.